This is part 3 of my oral statement. I am Nintushi Gilmore Bay in full life. And this is part 3 of the recording of my oral statement regarding my experiences with Toriano Obashengo L from the BLOODRIGHT HEIRS community and other associated men and women in this group. So I left off reading Toriano responses to my notices and my non-response notices to Reginald Fields L. Bay and Milton A. Brown Bay. Okay. So, September 8th, 2022 at 9:15 p.m., Toriano sent another email and included Timothy Williams Bay, Bank Shai Yukanzu, trustee, an email from that, and then Alchemy L, Reginald Fields, and Milton. And it says, Nintushi Gilmore Bay failed to send an affidavit of affirmation in relation to her affidavit of truth when she first tried to compel me to sign. Maxims of law says there must be affirmation by the claimant. Maxims of law also says he who gives oath is to be believed in judgment. Nowhere in law am I required to give an affidavit in matters unrelated to me. I asked her to prove her claim with Brother Reginald and Bro Milton for me to get involved, and she did not. And neither did she go under penalties of perjury, i.e., no notary jurat in her concocted matters with me. Now, she's stating false allegations as facts when there are allegations that have no basis in truth, like the one of me being affiliated with Temple 13 in Baltimore. The Grand Vizier will attest that I am not affiliated with any temple. He holds a de jure seat in the de jure temple to know these things. She also stated that Alchemy told her that I had her removed from the Constitutional Committee, when that is a false statement because I didn't convene the committee. I would only get fed answers as to where they were at with the drafting of the Constitution when I would ask about it. I was told that some people quit showing up, and I said that I don't care. Finish it by any means necessary with whom is still left. Bro Timothy, Bro Alif, and Bro Antoine will confirm this. Nentu also thinks that just being an L or Bay is automatic beneficiary status when it's written in the charter and security agreement that all beneficiaries are held accountable to the laws as well, or you'll get persona non grata by the Grand Vizier for violations of them. It's part of his job description to protect what I've built from undesirables, both inside and outside. All of this is in all caps, outside the nation. If anyone has been in my OneDrive with my files, then they have had constructive notice to know this. I'm sending this to Bro Timothy Williams Bay in request for him to convene 13 BLOODRIGHT heirs to hear this matter. See the evidence and false allegations. And based on the decision of the 13, I will ask for her removal from our nation and never to return for violations of my peace and truth. This has absolutely nothing to do with Brother Reginald or Bro Milton. She had every opportunity to present evidence of direct financial loss pertaining to a direct transaction dealing with them and failed to show it. This is strictly between she and I now. I'm sending this for the record. Please keep ready to pull up. So that was that. Now I am going to read the notice to TORIANO that I also sent him before that, those two last email responses from him. And this notice is dated for September 8th of 2022. And what this states is, notice to Toriano James Hervey Hopes Akwazi Abashango L. This notice is addressed to Toriano James Harvey Hopes Akwazi Abashango L. Hereinafter Toriano, and intended for justice to bring balance and accountability under the honorable laws of the Ma'at, the Holy Quran, the Holy Bible, universal principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, but not limited to. These are the laws that is said to govern the people of the Washashatu Akpakal nation, hereinafter nation, Nintushi El Shama Gilmore Bay, a divine woman, sister, mother of integrity, truth, and justice, is here to let be known the biased actions and retaliation by Toriano because of Nintushi El Shama Gilmore Bay noble attempt to bring justice, balance, justice, and honor to injustice deeds done by two of Toriano's board members named Reginald Fields L. Bay and Milton Abraham Bay. The following statements of facts are duly declared and affirmed by Nintushi El Shama Gilmore Bay freely, openly, and without malice or coercion. He who spares the guilty punishes the innocent. He who does not repel wrong when he can induces it. Statement of facts. Fact 1. Is it a fact that Nintushi El Shama Gilmore Bay has every right, morally and spiritually, to protect and defend herself, speak up and stand up against any covert activities, dishonor, and deceitful activities? Fact 2. Is it a fact that Nintushi El Shama Gilmore Bay has every right to be protected and feel protected from any and all forms of violence, abuse, malice, harm, and or death threats? Fact 3. Is it a fact that Toriano's reaction to Nintushi El Shama Gilmore Bay, August 11, 2022, notices to Milton Abraham Bay and Reginald Fields L. Bay was biased and that of an immediate and constant retaliatory attack towards Nintushi El Shama Gilmore Bay? Fact 4. Is it a fact that thereafter Toriano attempted to state a claim against Nintushi Gilmore Bay, stating that Nintushi El Shama Gilmore Bay lied about a, quote, group to Toriano in the past? Fact 5. Is it a fact that Toriano failed to ever come forth with that claim to Nintushi El Shama Gilmore Bay? Instead, talked with others behind Nintushi El Shama Gilmore Bay's back, which is a dishonor and disadvantage to Nintushi El Shama Gilmore Bay, and not giving Nintushi El Shama Gilmore Bay a fair and just opportunity to speak and address the accusations. Fact 6. And this is before I knew what group he was talking about. So he was referring to the womb code group, which that was already put out to address, and they all failed to address that. Like I said, no accusers wanted to admit that they were accusers. Everybody was there to participate and just observe. Okay? But a couple of people came in with this sly, little evil disposition. And Gloria was just straight out belligerent. Okay? They didn't want to give out that recording. And through some other communications, emails that he sent, we'll get to that when he started talking about the group he was talking and referencing. So continuing on. Fact 6. Is it a fact that Toriano is covertly working with entities, groups, people, and or solely to diminish Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay's character? Fact 7. Is it a fact that Toriano is or connected to people associated with the Moorish Science Temple, the Divine and National Movement of North America, Inc., number 13 in Baltimore, Maryland? Fact 8. Is it a fact that Toriano was made aware of during a phone conversation with Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay around about August through October 2020, an alleged hit by officials, members of the Moorish Science Temple of the Divine and National Movement of North America, Inc., number 13 in Baltimore, Maryland, or in Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay, and that Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay was made aware of in July 2020 by Parrish Anthony Bush Bay, a male that physically assaulted Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay, June 27, 2020. Fact 9. Is it a fact that Toriano is involved in taking Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay's personal information that was given to Milton Abraham Bay on March 6, 2022, only to assist with an injustice and adversely took part in using that information without Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay's consent and against her will, with covert plans to use it against Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay? Fact 10. Is it a fact that Toriano's actions towards Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay is that of malice, retaliation, threat, harassment, and harm? Fact 11. Is it a fact that Toriano's actions are not in honor, without merit, or not within the laws of Ma'at, divine laws, or universal principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice? Fact 12. Is it a fact that Toriano's actions are an attempt to silence Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay and put her name in a state of fear, FEAR, false evidence appearing real? Fact 13. Is it a fact that Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay has never done any dishonor, malice, harm, deed to Toriano or violated Toriano in any way? Fact 14. Is it a fact that Toriano refused to stand on, complete, and autograph under notary the blank affidavit that was emailed to Obashango at msn.com on August 16, 2022 at 8:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, giving Toriano until August 19, 2022 to return to Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay? If Toriano failed to stand on that affidavit, he was rightfully ceased from speaking further to Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay and would go unheard. This action was done in good faith to make certain that Toriano's actions are in honor, without malice, threat, or harm during Toriano's interactions with and to protect Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay. Fact 15. Is it a fact that Toriano's email on August 16, 2022 at 2:12 p.m. titled Notice of Meritless, Frivolous, and False Issuance of Affidavit of Truth is without merit and indeed frivolous and false and issued as a form of threat, abuse of power, meant to bring malice, fear, and harm to silence Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay and an attempt to discredit Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay, and that Nintushi Shama Gilmore Bay has no obligation to answer to? Fact 16. Is it a fact that UCC Financing Statement Security Agreement as pursuant to Bank Shai Chi Sirkanzu Moorish Freeholder Financial Services as a trust for the benefit of the beneficiaries who are the El Bays, Ali Days, and the Moors and Moors of the nation? Fact 17. Is it a fact that trustees have a fiduciary duty to act in the best interest of the beneficiaries? Fact 18, is it a fact that Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay is the beneficiary and Toriano is duty bound to act in Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay's best interest? Fact 19, is it a fact that covertly planning to bring malice, harm, and discredit Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay's character is not in the best interest of Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay and is in violation and dishonor of fiduciary duties? Fact 20. Is it a fact that Toriano is one of many men of the nation that have a moral, cultural, and spiritual duty to protect, defend, and honor the safety of the women and children of this nation? Fact 21. Is it a fact that Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay is a woman mother in this nation? Fact 22. Is it a fact that Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay volunteered her time and energy between December 2021 and February 2022 with the Womb Code group and constructed a curriculum, group positions with position descriptions, taking minutes during group classes and meetings, maintaining records, updating forms as group secretary until jealous and envious group members continuously displayed negative, disorderly, dysfunctional, and deceptive behavior towards Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay and was talked about behind Nintushi Shama Bay's back? Fact 23. Is it a fact that Toriano suggested for the facilitator, Gloria Lynn Oliver L., of the Womb Code group to schedule a Zoom meeting, which was scheduled on February 15, 2022 at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to allow Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay to face quote accusers? And during that meeting, Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay was belittled, called defiling names by the facilitator of the Womb Code group, and labeled quote negative and quote stern by group members. Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay removed herself from the Womb Code group because of dishonorable in behavior and for protection. Fact 24. Is it a fact that on February 16, 2022, Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay requested the recording of the February 15, 2022 Zoom meeting, and Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay request went unanswered, therefore denied? Fact 25. Is it a fact that Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay volunteered her time and energy for a requested typist to assist with the nation's constitution starting around and about December 2021? Fact 26. Is it a fact that it was an attempt made to replace Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay as the typist with another sister in the nation without any valid reason and without making Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay aware of such attempt or interest replacement, which only caused confusion and discomfort instead of speaking up with nobility that a replacement was desired? Fact 27. Is it a fact that Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay was placed in an unknown and undisclosed non-active status by Torianto and other board members without Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay knowledge, and when Nintushi Shama Bay publicly inquired, Toriano denied it? Therefore, Chief Justice and Moravia responded confirming that Nintushi Shama Bay inquiry was correct. Notice and remedy. It is Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay divine duty to always stand on truth and to speak up against tyranny and protect herself and others from harm and harmful groups, entities, etc. fearlessly. Toriano, you are to cease and desist all dishonorable, malice, retaliatory, and harmful deeds to discredit Nintushi Shama Gilmer Bay's character. Speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Correct your dishonorable ways immediately and stay in honor. If this notice is not rebutted clearly and precisely, fact by fact, under the laws of Ma'at, the Holy Quran, the Holy Bible, universal principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and all divine laws governed by, autographed, and with right thumbprint as each and every word and or written word as your bond and tendered in honor within 15 days from the date of this notice. All facts will stand as truth and agreed. There has been an injury committed against Nintushi Elshama Gilmore Bay. This notice is made without malice or dishonor. Executed and emailed to obashango@msn.com on this 8th day of September 1444, 2022, CCW. My word is my bond, tendered in honor by Nintushi Oshama Gilmore Bay. My autograph and my seal. Okay. So, continuing on with his rhetoric and his word witchery. So this is an email from him dated for August 16, 2022 at 1:10 p.m. And this was the subject: notice of meritless, frivolous, and false issuance of affidavit of truth. Issuer failed to meet burden of proof with maxims of law, screenshots, and issuer's affidavit requests attached. The proof lies upon him who affirms, not on him who denies. The burden of the proof lies upon him who affirms, not he who denies. First, Nintu, you and I have no contracts or business arrangements together which would require me to answer the affidavit. I told you in the email that contained your bonds and quoting, now you're done with me. Do you remember that? Our business was concluded 10/22/2020 with no further interest between us. You wrote the affidavit as if I still hold an interest of some sort in the matters you've included therein, for which you've provided, all caps, no evidence. Let me be clear. I'm neither interested in nor responsible for you or your property, nor any of the matters you've written therein. Our business is concluded in me getting your bonds to you. For your affidavit to have merit, all caps, there has to be an expressed intent or expressed interest from me in you or your property or any of those matters you've written therein, in which there is none. Can you show me the evidence upon which you've issued this affidavit which may compel me to sign it? Question mark. If you cannot show me the evidence which contains an express intent or express interest from me, then that in and of itself nullifies your affidavit. You can believe in something 100%, but belief doesn't equate to fact or truth. Second, I do not soil your character. I merely stated that what was reported to me by 3 members of the Womb Code group was not what you told me. For the record, it was reported that you were rude and short with them in your tone and dealings with them. Being rude violates the third principle of Noble Drew Ali, i.e. peace. Is that how you treat your fellow people? Question mark. At this point, I'm inclined to believe them. Number 3, I gave a public oath to the Most High, Ma'at, my ancestors, and the Holy Scriptures 12 years ago, and filed it in Pulaski County. all caps. That very oath forbids me to work against the interest of the Most High, my ancestors, my people, natural and divine law, and myself. Had you researched my public records from start to finish like Bro Sheldon James Bay did in the group, all caps, then you would know this and know what I put in place for us. You were given constructive notice the moment you placed your eyes upon any of documents numbers 30 to 35 because they are all daisy chained. The oath in and of itself nullifies your affidavit. Fourth, if you don't want to be a part of our nation, then you don't have to stay. I nor anyone else is holding you hostage in any matter. You can leave at any time you want. You have the same thing that everyone else has, i.e., blood, nationality, and solvency. Once again, all caps, for the record, I neither desire, want, or need anything from you, period. But it's obvious you have a need of me because I recognize my verbiage in your affidavits as well as your email notice. Yes, that's my sequence and verbiage too. But I don't mind people using any verbiage of mine. That's public. These people egos, man. Fifth, adults should be able to handle their own disagreements unless there is a need of a mediator. You made a false claim that I was biased, which was a foolish claim. I went by experience in your last matter. Go and read a law, i.e. Deuteronomy 19:15 through 21. 3 people spoke to your rude character. Now, I cannot speak with your business dealings with Carbon Farms and if there were non-disclosure agreements in place. Then I wasn't supposed to know any external problems in those matters in the first place. If Bro Reginald has personally taken money from you and didn't perform, then I can speak. Also, you said you gave Bro Milton some picture and equated it with giving him something of value. What is the alleged value? Have you transacted commerce with the alleged item? Has a value been assessed for it? Can you prove and provide an alleged value? These are legitimate questions if you wanted me to intervene. Last, do not contact me unless you can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that someone has taken assets from you for the unjust enrichment for themselves. That is when I can step into the matter and report it to the Grand Vizier of Bankshai or Kansu MMFFS to decide for the persona non grata list. In all caps, you have by Thursday, August 18, 2022 at 11:59 Central Standard Time to present your evidence of an unexpressed intent or expressed interest from me in you or your property or any of those matters you've written in your document therein supporting your issuance. If you have not presented evidence to support your written request, then you are hereby ordered to cease and desist all further communications with me beyond you sustaining a personal, physical, or financial injury in dealings between you and another blood right here in the nation. Should you fail to present the charging evidence by said time frame, then this email with all attachments should be forwarded to our QA intake department in Bankshai or Kansu MMFS for their records. And should you continue to send me any more frivolous, meritless, and false paperwork, then I will bring my charges against you before the nation for disturbing my peace and ask them to vote on your removal and ask the Grand Vizier to add you to the persona non grata list of Bank Shi Kansu MMFFs, never to return. This email and all of the previous emails with all attachments will stand as evidence for my request. And then he has the nerve to say, I share. Okay. So, Now, where are we? So on September 3rd, 2023, I sent an email to Toriano, Reginald Milton, and others that reads, to remain silent when harm is witnessed, that person is responsible for its existence just the same as the one committing the harm. Silence is another form of betrayal. Be warned, judgment is called. The cosmic energies are in high favor of truth and justice. This is a glorious revelation for some, but not so much for many. And then Toriano's response to that was, let me go to it. Okay, so it says, why is this dated? Okay, but this is an email dated September 5th, 2023. Okay, yeah, September 5th, 2023. This was his response at 3:05 p.m. Um, Nintu, you sent all manner of false accusations via email that you still didn't prove with evidence when asked to do so. In other words, you're a damn liar. I still have every email as evidence where you made false claims and failed to address them. I don't have any dealings with you and Milton or you and Reginald situations and disagreements. You're a grown ass woman, so those are your affairs. Now, this is the last time I'm going to warn you. Stay out of my email until you address your false allegations before our council of elders or our court. You've caused enough problems, and we have the videos where you are causing problems with Gloria Oliver L's study group as well. None of those videos, which there are no videos, were ever presented to me, never even mentioned. Okay, so none of that is true because, you know, you're no mother of Ma'at. You're a liar that just so happens to have a womb and birth children. That's it. But a mother of truth, stop that big ass capping. Okay, got a picture of caps. You lied and said I was a member of Temple 13, and you lied and said I knew those people in Michigan. You were into it with whom you said wanted to kill you. He makes up a lot of things as he goes along. Silly ass woman. Do you know how fucking stupid you look and sound? I've never, and all of this is in all caps, by the way. I've never been affiliated with the people you mentioned. And just for that, may the curse of Allah be upon you. We have it all. All of the evidence against you now be gone. Okay. This is a scare tactic and word witchery, uh, curses and spells. That's what this is. Okay. And then, I've never even read none of that. But what was this? This was my response to him and all he CC'd September 6, 2023 at 8:48 a.m. Just reading his subject of false accounts and claims. I stated, you act emotionally and mentally unstable. You are powerless here. Be morally consistent. Then he goes to say, actually, I'm quite stable. It's you that's unstable by causing trouble with people in our nation and telling lies. Then you got upset like a rabbit, rabid dog because I wouldn't side with you against Bros, Reginald, and Milton. News flash. I didn't side with anyone because it was not my issue and I didn't know the problems between you all. Who does that? Question mark. You getting upset about a cannabis contract gone wrong had absolutely nothing to do with our nation or me. That was between you and the other party. You going to jail and getting your car impounded because you wanted to ride with no credentials had nothing to do with me, the nation. Had nothing to do with the nation or me. Bro Milton saying he would help you and then he had a stroke had nothing to do with the nation or me. Your disagreements with Sis Gloria in the study group and you saying that they didn't like you sounds childish. It was a personal problem, which once again had absolutely nothing to do with the nation or me. All of this was from your choices that you made. Take accountability for your own damn choices. I can see why those people whom you said wanted to harm you were looking to do so. Wow. You need to leave people alone. You more than likely instigated it. I haven't communicated with you in quite some time, so now you show your silly ass up again starting foolishness. You formal Dr. York people. I swear that something is wrong with you people, and it's beginning to show. Now, I never was affiliated with Dr. York. Again, he makes things up as he types. Now, once again, you need to keep it moving. We in our nation have things better to do than waste time with silly shit like this. Do not contact me until you're ready to stand before the council of elders or our court for the lies you told. Well, so I have not once spoken any word witchery to him or his coven members, and that's what they are. Okay, I've been that revelation has been revealed to me, and I have no desire and that's never my intent to speak ill against anyone, even if they have done to me. Okay. I have respect for all living things, and those who abuse their spiritual powers and violate spiritual law will be dealt with in spirit and in flesh. I do not have an obligation to go before a group of covens to attempt to judge me for anything, for made up, fraudulent things. They don't have that power, and I will never give them that power. They are unfit to do so. When you have been involved with and witnessed harm done to me, I made that clear, and I stand on that. You will go unheard. Again, during that womb code meeting with Gloria and her minions, I was called out of my name, yelled at, and the conduct of Gloria, Darlene, were evil and dishonorable. I asked for the recording, and they denied me the recording. I see why they denied me the recording now, because he wanted to be able to say all the things that he wanted to say. But see, I did take really good notes, though. And I took all the names of all the people that was in that meeting. Okay. He claimed of me being, quote, rude in my tone with others. This is so beneath me, it's just ridiculous. And it's just false accusations. On top of that, no one presented any proof of this because there is none. No one would even stand up as an accuser of such foolish accusations during the meeting. And Toriano knows this because although he evaded the meeting intentionally, he had his minions attend, eavesdropping. So I wonder what they would say. Would they be truthful about the conduct of Gloria and Darlene? I wonder. Because my conduct was upright and noble, as always. Okay? And if I ever have to go off on somebody and it's warranted, I'm in my right. I'm human. But I never go just disrespect people and cause harm to people. And I'm not a shit starter. I'm a peaceful woman, divine woman, that is. Okay? But you can't keep on poking the bear and then you don't think you go get the, consequences of that. Can't do that. Don't make no sense. Okay? Because I do know how to defend myself. And I will at all costs always defend myself. Understand that. I declare and decree that judgment is called for justice and balance to be restored for all of these injustices done against me and my lineage by any and all persons, places, groups, things, occult source, witch source, psychic source, machine, reptilian, dragonian, or any other entity known and unknown, and are now torn down and destroyed in the spirit and physical realm from all timelines, quantumums, spaces, dimensions, frequency domains in this universe, across all bubbles in the omniverse, and across all planes of existence. I declare and decree that judgment is called for justice and balance to be restored for all of the injustices done against me and my lineage by any and all persons, places, groups, things, occult source, witch source, psychic source, machine, reptilian, dragonian, or any other entity known and unknown, and are now torn down and destroyed in the spirit and physical realm from all timelines, quantumums, spaces, dimensions, frequency domains in this universe, across all bubbles in the omniverse and across all planes of existence. I declare and decree that judgment is called for justice and balance to be restored for all injustices done against me and my lineage by any and all persons, places, groups, things, occult source, witch source, psychic source, machine, reptilian, dragonian, or any other entity known and unknown, and are now torn down and destroyed in the spirit and physical realm from all timelines, quantum spaces, dimensions, frequency domains in this universe, across all bubbles in the omniverse and across all planes of existence. Ache, ache, ache. I declare and affirm that this oral statement, part 1, 2, and 3, is without malice or mischief, and only in sincerity and honor under penalties and perjury and execution under the divine laws, natural laws, and supreme laws of the land, that these oral statements 1, 2, and 3 made in these recordings are true, correct, complete, not misleading, and certain to the best of my informed knowledge. My word is my bond, tendered in truth and honor. Peace be with you.